Welcome back, Zach. Alright, so time for some lunch!
Kitty!
Oh boy.
How bad could
Are
it
we
be?
having a one-pot meal?
No, can't have my cookie.
The case isn't getting anywhere, is it?
Yeah, the player
But,
keeps
you
doing
know-
side quests instead of moving on with the main story.
Thomas is still missing, so let's have lunch somehow. Wait, you want me to cook?
Yes.
Despite the fact you were about to compare my food to sewage last time?
Well, let's see what happens. Maybe this one will be better.
Oh.
I wonder where Thomas
What
went.
was with that reaction,
He's been looking
Yorick?
for him all day. Do you think he left town?
I doubt it, Emily. Running away will not free him from his anxieties, and he knows it. I'm sure he is hiding away somewhere, just thinking things over.
Think so?
Let me see what it's supposed to
Don't know him
be.
that well. What makes you so sure?
My career
Maybe he's in the
focuses on
office
helping
cupboard.
people.
It looks like stuffed
Actually,
mushrooms.
I need to change the subject and ask you something.
What can I help
Rather
you with?
exquisite meal to be having
It's
for
about the
lunch.
gravekeeper, Brian. I'd like to know more about it.
You mean Brian the Insomniac?
Insomniac?
Yeah, he's working both
Insomniac.
day and night in the
It's a
graveyard.
game
He says-
developer.
No one has ever
He
seen
says
him.
he's working on
And
this
that's why
weird
we
Ratchet
call
and
him
Clank project,
Insomniac.
but everyone
I
thinks
heard
he's
he
just
owns a
cuckoo
large
for
ranch
it.
downtown, but he never seems to go home. He's
Yeah, we've already done that side
in the
quest. So we know.
graveyard. I guess he's a strange one, even for
Oh,
this
just
town.
in case. I guess it's the game telling you, if you haven't been in this place, now it's a good time to check it out.
We shouldn't have any trouble with the graveyard closing up then, Zach. Emily, thank you. I've got to get going.
Hey,
But the lunch.
just finished
It's
eating
just
already.
straight.
I'll eat out today. We'll eat lunch together soon, okay?
Time is of the essence.
Whoosh!
That totally was not an excuse you used to get out of eating lunch. Smooth, Yorick. Smooth.
Indeed.
I love how he did that majestic run out of there.
Yeah.
The JoJo family would be proud.
Alright. Okay, so now we're actually going to go to the graveyard. Alright.
Hopefully we won't
Hey,
be digging up trouble.
Hey, Georgie, I need you to bring me somewhere.
Yeah,
Right.
graveyard.
Wait, why are you going to the junkyard?
It's the closest place because there's actually no fast traveling to the graveyard because the graveyard doesn't count. There's no actual. The fast travel only goes to actual buildings, Jova, not to. So there has to, except for the junkyard. Don't ask me how the hell this works. Again, yet another one of the thing that in this game that doesn't really make much sense. The basic point is you can't fast travel to the graveyard, so go to the closest place. In this case, it's Lysander's junkyard, and just drive there. With this car, you shouldn't have much trouble getting there, as you can see.
Yeah.
There you go. Notice York's York's car plate YZ, York and Zach.
Aww.
Aww.
That's cute.
Where shall we go next?
To the graveyard, York. All right.
Just as Harry said, it's crowded and quiet.
But there aren't any people.
Well, actually, there are dead people, Dwebs.
I thought meant living.
Dwebs, just because they're dead doesn't make them
There's
less
still
than
people,
people.
you asshole.
That's remember those. Remember those. That's the riddle. What place is both crowded and quiet?
Oh, not bad.
Well, geez, so does this mean when I die you'll see me
That
as
could have
less
easily
of
been a
person,
library, though.
Yeah, but or a really bad football match.
Is that
Ooh.
fun?
We've only just started, Brian. The fun is about to begin. I'd like to ask you something, actually. Is there a tree in the graveyard that drops red seeds?
Seeds. Red seeds. That tree does.
Oh, that was easy.
And that one.
You might. Yeah, we've actually been here before to get one of the bones.
Red seeds.
So there you
Oh, the
go.
one that sticks out like a sore thumb.
What's with the diagonal camera angle?
The entire. So yeah, an entire forest of red trees.
Did the camera engine just doze off for that cutscene?
Apparently. All right.
Suddenly the music.
Screw
became
you,
ominous.
fence.
You do know this is city property.
Oh boy, we're about to get a horror segment during the daytime.
Fortunately, this is a really short one.
Holy cow, a horror segment during the daytime.
I mean, I guess this means things are escalating. That's what it wants to represent.
Very good.
So why did you need to break the fence? You're literally just got done talking to the guy who looks after this place. He could have let you through.
Because the fence is
Sorry,
in.
Shiro, lightsaber goes.
The fence was in my way.
Lightsaber go brr.
Oh fuck! No, I don't want hugs.
Wait,
Come on,
snap.
York, accept the love.
The lightsaber was clipping through the orc's body just now.
That
Oh, gosh.
crawling animation.
You know, maybe it's because it's during daytime, but it doesn't seem as scary in the sunlight. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a bold thing to try horror in broad daylight. It's just, you know...
There's a good reason why most horror works use the darkness.
Watch Romero, he mastered that shit.
'cause, yeah, I mean, at night it's easier to hide things you want to scare the audience with.
Oh, true. Oh yeah, here's a point. Day of the Dead is flipping brilliant with how...
And that's during the day.
Alright.
Yeah. Well, it would have to be during the day, or that might be false advertising. Oh.
That mission accomplished.
All it took was just slicing through a few zombies.
Looks like a rice bowl.
You got red seeds.
Don't eat
Yummy.
them.
Actually, that's a...
Here under
Oh,
my
hold on.
nose. It's as if I was carefully carrying a bottle of water while walking in a pool. We're learning the countryside version of common sense the hard way, Zach.
I guess.
All right, we've solved
Actually-
we've solved Ares' riddle. So back to his house for our reward.
Actually, there's one thing that we have never learned so far. Like, are red seeds actually edible or poisonous? What's their composition? Like that.
We'll find out about that later, probably. But here's a question. So, Swery, did we really need a combat section for that little jaunt to the trees?
The publisher demanded it, Joe.
Yeah, this seems like one of the ones that wasn't necessary.
Well, technically, all of them were unnecessary. Shira, remember the original idea with the quote unquote action sequences was the more chasing or running away from the raincoat killer. That kind of stuff. The more horror type stuff, not so much the shooting stuff.
Well, okay. To be fair, I would say that the other ones have felt somewhat necessary in the sense that, like, well, we've been exploring, the more macabre homicide scenes. Like, yes, the game doesn't give an explanation for them, but at the very least I could see the purpose for them. For that was literally just a walk here. Unless they were, like, going to hint at a bigger haunted section, I don't really see the point.
Me neither. But whatever, at least it was short. Alright, Michael, bring us to your boss, please.
No.
No, thank
Change
you.
of mind.
First, you will listen to my rhyming.
Francis York Morgan, please proceed to Mr. Stewart's room. There he awaits you, I shall assume.
Alright, that...
Francis York Morgan, you have come at last. Now please go through, or you will breathe your last.
Very good, Webs.
You used the
practice,
same word twice.
Oh boy, hold on. Piano Sonata number 14, Moonlight. Piano Sonata number 23,
Give anything better?
Appassionata. Piano Sonata number 26, Les Adieux. Okay, so 14, 23, 26.
Well, it's like, I'll let Pedro read this.
These free musical scores have been left open. Another Ares games. Well, yeah, most likely, York. Go ahead, Jova.
Well, Agent York, you left us aghast. Now hurry through, or it will be your last.
Sure, that works too.
I got another one.
Okay.
Francis York Morgan, I am glad that you're here. Now please go through, or I'll rip off your ear. Ah!
Okay, fair enough.
That's a bit crude, but sure.
Okay, so 14, 23, 26.
Hmm.
And there's numbers in here, so let's see.
This
And
person really has a lot of free time.
Yeah, he does. Well, remember too, he's basically the Bruce Wayne of this town. He owns everything, so he doesn't even need to work. So,
But how did he become so prosperous?
well, I'm sure we'll find that out later. There you go. Oh, and we managed to... Okay. So here's how this puzzle works. When you take a look at these squares, you'll notice these go 1 through all the way to 6, as you can see. Then you have these ones that go from 10 all the way to 60. So, do you guys want to take a wild guess at how you solve the puzzle, knowing the numbers are 14, 23, and 26?
Well, you do. Okay, the lower number represents the order in which you're supposed to put them, and the higher ones are the actual coordinates.
Sorry, too. It's just math. That's all I'll say.
Oh, neat.
Basically, you have to put all 3 statues in places where it adds up to 14, 23, and 26. As in, one of the, for example, in order to get the 14 number, place a statue in the specific spot in the grid that connects to both the number 4 and the number 10.
Why is this not top down?
Yeah, this is much like the puzzles in the milk barn. This one should also be top down. I agree.
Don't you see, though, guys? Then it would make the puzzle easier.
Well, the puzzles is already easy enough, if you ask me. At least for me.
That's okay, but okay. This is sort of an excuse some people use. The idea that, oh, but don't you see, the puzzle is also knowing how to place it. If you have a top-down view, that just ruins the immersion of the puzzle.
There you go. See, now this statue...
It doesn't.
There you go. See, this statue is now in the place that connects to number 4 and number 10, aka 14. See?
Wait, why is that one's eyes glowing?
That's the game cueing you in that you put it in the right place, Jova. That's all.
Oh, I thought that was supposed to be something creepy going on.
But it's spooky because horror. That's basically it. But but Shiro's right. Yeah, no. Much like the Milk Barn puzzles, this should have been top-down view.
Been top-down.
Yeah, I don't understand. Maybe it was an oversight. Fortunately, it's not that big a deal. You can still easily tell which places are because when you look at the numbers and how they're ordered, you can easily determine which specific spot it is just by memory. Trust me, it's actually not. At least for me, it's fine. It's easy enough. The grid is not that big, as you can see, so it's the only real major thing is the time it takes because of how slow York is at pushing things. But there you go. There you go, Harry. I saved your puzzle. Oh, so hey, Dwebs.
Yeah.
Solve my maze, York. So yeah, Harry is the Lex Luthor to York's Superman.
But there's no time to waste.
No time to waste.
Pedro, question.
No time to waste.
Is this set in a weird virtual world? Because
No.
you can't have Francis York Morgan beating up real people.
Don't you see, Dwibs? This is all a virtual simulation, as all video games are.
Honestly, Dwebs, that kind of censorship is exactly something Ignition Entertainment would pull off.
Really?
So apparently Ignition Entertainment from 1999.
Ignition Entertainment were a very, very bad publisher, Jova, especially for Japanese-made games. They were the ones who gave us the beautiful localization of Dark Rise Fantasy that destroyed what was one of the best third-party Wii games for Western audiences. Thanks, Ignition.
So are Ignition still around, or...?
No, they went. No, because their bad practices eventually caught up to them.
So justice was served.
Basically, yeah. That's why.
Ooh, it's a dark sky outside.
All right, and now we're gonna get backstory and lore on the town. So sit back and enjoy.
Perhaps you're about how Harry found...
Remember, Harry is has been here is the oldest citizen, so he would know.
I believe you have to learn something.
That wasn't me.
I brought you some red seeds.
Harry, turns out what you said was true. and I'd like to hear more.
Oh.
There you go.
York, as you know, there's a powerful mystery surrounding
As you
those
know.
seeds. I've seen them at those
Is he speaking from a monitor?
elsewhere.
So he's both Professor X and Stephen Hawking.
Weird though. If he was whispering all that stuff earlier, how could he have been whispering it before?
That's the thing, Jova. I don't understand, because later on we're going to see that he doesn't really need the computer to talk. I don't understand why he's typing in that computer. I get the
Not
feeling...
only that, but his assistant loosened the mask, which, you know, kind of makes you assume he's gonna speak on his own.
Maybe it's a part of his boredom. He just thought it would be quirky. and
Maybe
freak people out.
maybe Swery was all like, put their Stephen Hawking reference. Americans will get it.
Okay.
But Stephen Hawking was British.
What?
all right. He has a story to tell us.
When the war was over, just about when the communist Red started.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to learn about the truth about 50 years ago.
Why? You know, 50 years ago tends to be a very popular metric term for past in entertainment media.
Because the thing is, it sounds.
Oh, sounds familiar.
So 50 years ago there was another red raincoat killer. Huh.
You were saying, Shirai?
That's
The thing about the 50 years ago thing, it sounds like a really long time ago, but it's actually not.
homicide case in this town.
Well, we don't want to say like centuries ago, because that would make it a bit... Yeah, but go ahead.
Yeah.
Anna, Becky, and now Diane. Their deaths are
True.
real,
Which basically disproves the whole myth thing.
not legend.
Unless it's somebody trying to emulate the myth as
copycat,
a
that's-
joke.
So real. But under a strict gag order, the mass murder case was never made public.
Of course, to not cause panic.
One could say that it was completely erased from history. Tell me, who do you think would be able to do something like that?
The government, I'm guessing?
Yeah.
The military.
Or that the military asked the government to help or something, but whatever.
It's always the military.
There are no records about it. Then how do you know it really happened?
I was there.
Question you.
Actually, Teo? Yes.
Why would I know
Very good.
this? The answer is very
This
simple.
music sounds very Saturni-ish.
Yeah, there we
There you
go.
go. See, Teo? Good job.
I saw it with my
I mean, guess
I did it, no.
It was supposed to be killed along with the other cover-ups, but he survived.
Very good, Teo. You're on fire today.
In a way, it's kind of similar to the post of what happened after the Nibelheim accident in 77.
Huh.
Yes, let's call him that. After all, he's not the real one.
Huh?
What you want to know more about is the new one.
Uh-huh.
10 and 20 years ago, I noticed that these red seeds were special.
I wonder, what if the Raincoat Killer we've been confronting is the old Raincoat Killer's ghost or something?
Well, we know that this is a new second raincoat killer, so
Well, obviously, but the actual Raincoat Killer that we've been confronting in the spirit realm, though.
that's the new one. Yes.
Wait, oh, so that is the
With
new
the
one.
red seeds.
Well, Larry just told us. So.
Well, I'm talking about the one that we've been...
No. The thing we're saying about eating the red seed, but that feels wrong because the red seeds were eaten by the victim and not the killer.
Well, Teo.
Well, there's
let's-
nothing to suggest that the killer hasn't been eating seeds with each kill.
Technically, Teo, we haven't actually confirmed exactly what the seeds are all about.
Oh, the shadows, the reflections.
It's because of the angle, the camera angle.
Yeah.
So there you go, everybody. We're actually in the origin town of the red seeds. We found it. After all these years, York has found the place where it all started.
Figures that this should be where it ends.
Series of cases I've been
So how do we know that the killer we've been confronting in the spirit realm isn't just a ghost of the original one? And, you know, the actual second Raincoat Killer is obviously, you know, the one killing the girl still, but we haven't actually come across him yet.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah, that York has a point. This is the first time he hears about this.
Don't tell me the FBI has been covering it up.
Well, we already said the military and the government has, so why not? There you go. Uh-huh. All right,
So
we know where to go then.
Did his own investigation. I need you to bring those documents here to me.
What?
Once you've done
Why did you need to be here, sir?
everything I know.
Fine.
Okay, it's worth a look. And we may as
Sure.
well let the old man have his fun.
It's a lead, so might as well, yeah.
How traumatized was Harry from seeing that murder, I wonder?
Don't worry, Jova. Like he himself said, when we get those documents, he'll tell us everything he knows. So we'll figure out exactly what his backstory is.
But let me guess. He's about to tell us, but the real killer kills him before.
Oh,
No,
that would be such a
don't
rookie
worry,
mistake.
don't worry, Dwebs. Harry will not be a victim of the killer. I can tell you that. Don't worry, saying that doesn't spoil anything.
Documents from a case that happened.
Remember, he's not a woman.
Yeah, there's that too, yeah.
Stay along with the old man for a little longer, shall we?
Zach, that means we need to head for the sheriff's department.
All right, to the sheriff's office. All right. Georgie, could you bring me to your office, please?
Fine.
There you go. Root beer. And now we just walk backwards, and there you go.
Oop.
Can there really be documents here that the FBI doesn't even have? What do you think, Zach?
Well, it's worth a look, York. Why not, right? It's not like we have any better leads.
Mm-hmm.
York, I told you. It's
Ah.
nothing more than local folklore.
Harry said that he was there.
The Raincoat Killer is a phantom, made up to scare children long ago. I can't believe you fell for that from Harry, of all people.
I agree with George. Harry likes to play with people. Play with their minds, too.
To what extent, though? Does the man this dedicated?
George, Emily. Of course I don't believe him word for word. But you won't at least try to confirm that he's wrong, will you?
How the composition is that the guns are all pointing in the reindeer
Files
head.
by yourself? I'm still looking for Thomas.
Very well.
Emily, open the filing room for him.
All right then.
So do we get a mini game of? Oh no! Do we get a mini game where York has to confront his claustrophobia?
No, I don't think York suffers from claustrophobia too.
A reference to Indigo Prophecy.
Oh, that. No. We just have another zombie section.
Why
Oh,
am I
no,
not?
doing for a joke.
Let me guess. You know, I wonder. Maybe there are supernatural forces that notice
Oh my
we're
God,
trying
these,
to.
That wall pattern back there is not helping. Not helping my.
You're what?
You're what? Sorry.
It's patterns in stuff you don't normally expect to have a kind of.
Recycling?
Oh, so like Uncanny Valley.
Yeah, it's really.
Well, Debs, I'm afraid.
Oh, yeah.
I'm afraid I can't say anything about it because the game, as you can tell, is not exactly very well put together visually. So.
Okay. No. I see what Wibs means though. Like, well, it's sort of a good idea. You know, like, well, a lot of horror drafters do use Uncanny Valley to sort of spook the.
Oh, you mean like that? Sure. Okay then.
describing is the case where something that shouldn't be there is there. It's sort of like how CGI is used as uncanny valley in like a 2D animated film. It gives you a sense that something's alien and doesn't belong.
So basically, Joe, what you're saying is nowadays should be horror.
Some people might view it as horror.
Yeah, like in Berserk.
Yes, I agree. Too much
Missing a
noise.
vital piece of the puzzle.
Well, let's just search for clues, York, for now.
Okay, so I know this never gets explained, but I like to imagine that maybe there are supernatural forces at large that know that York is getting to closer bits, so they trap him in these pocket dimensions of sorts that are meant to hinder him on his quest.
You might be onto something, Jova, who knows, but I'll get back to you on that.
It's gonna be funny if Deadly Premonition 2 actually finally answers this stuff.
It would be nice, yes. Alright. Broken safe. 1956. There you go. See, 1956, 50 years ago. So it basically confirms that this game takes place in 2006. It's Deadly Premonition 2 that takes place in 2005. Specifically the prequel parts.
Oh, so Deadly Premonition 2's prequel parts take place a year
Before this one. Yes.
Interesting. So literally a year before this, York was solving some other big crime.
Well, he's supposed to be a hotshot FBI agent, so he's always solving big cases. Yeah, might as well get middle clues. But yeah, look, okay, while this is going, I actually wanted to take a moment to also talk about something, because I didn't want to bring this up 2 parts ago. Well, actually not, because that part was already long enough as it was. But going back to the conversation between Emily and York at Polly's hotel, can we take a moment to appreciate how brilliant Jeff Kramer's performance is in this game? Like, seriously, I absolutely love him as York, because not just because of the great deadpan delivery that makes his lines so humorous, even when he's trying to be a bit more heartfelt in the speaking, he does such a great job in pulling off. You can tell, you can feel the emotion in his delivery, but at the same time, he still doesn't have to drop the deadpan delivery to still have the emotion there. Like, it keeps York's deadpan personality intact. Because not all voice actors, that's something that a lower voice actor wouldn't be, a lesser voice actor wouldn't be able to do that. So I really have to compliment Jeff Kramer. Jeff Kramer is absolutely brilliant in this game, if you ask me. What do you think, Shiroi?
Wait, why?
Jeff Kramer, what do you think of Jeff Kramer's performance in this game?
Yeah, it's good.
Okay, good job.
Yeah, it's good, Shiroi 2020.
It's like I did.
You didn't hear what I just said or something, or?
No, I did. I just don't know why you're asking me.
Well, I was asking you for your opinion.
No, he's really good. Like, I don't understand what I'm supposed to say.
Well, okay, maybe.
The cue card.
Well, okay, Taya, what do you think of Jeff Kramer's performance?
I don't have much experience with him in the past, so I have to judge him just for his game. But yeah, he does the job.
Yeah, it really probably helps that he himself fell in love with the character as he was recording this game, because he I said various times in interviews that he loves the character.
I really need to see again Heroes to see how he sounds as Omega.
Wait, are we sure that was him and not John St. John?
It's credited as him, Jova.
That's the thing, Jova. Even if it is him, they probably use the music box to disguise his entire voice anyway, so...
I mean, he only voiced Omega in 2 games.
Yeah.
To be fair, there are ways to tell when there's a different voice actor playing Omega.
Even with a filter on.
Yeah, even with a filter.
Honestly, when it comes to the acting of Omega, 6, I don't even blame whoever was voicing Omega. I blame more the direction, because that type of voice, that was clearly a direction issue. Clearly the actor, clearly the actor was told to just act like you're dead. basically.
Yeah, he was played by a woman in that one. The same woman who played Meowth before she died.
Oh.
Yeah. Let's see.
A red seed.
So more profiling.
All right, let's see what images we can see from with just these two.
Yeah, John St. John. He played Omega in Sonic Heroes.
Let me check.
So the raincoat.
Sorry, I'll mention later.
Let's see.
He also played E102 Gamma in Sonic Battle.
There you go then. Oh,
But
so there you go. The rain.
Free Omega in Sonic
The
Heroes.
Raincoat Killer was here.
Yes, and he stole the documents we're looking for.
Damn
How
it.
nefarious.
Wait, but how soon was that?
Well, probably a while ago, since we're investigating something that happened.
It has a certain feeling to see this guy who has so far has been killing women left and right in gruesome manner, now resorting to petty stealing like it's a Scooby-Doo villain.
Well,
you see, nobody could see the evidence.
Maybe that's because he knows he's. Oh crap!
I know. It's
Lady, please control yourself. I mean,
everyone wants a piece of the York.
Anyway, Java, the reason I got confused is because, yeah, you're right. The roles that Kramer had for Omega are only for Shadow the Hedgehog and the 2009 Olympic Games.
Yep. Wait, he was in the 2009 Olympic Games?
Although it's stated here uncredited, so maybe it's like a voice clip from here and there.
I'm trying to remember if Omega was even in the 2009 Olympic
Well,
Games.
it's credited here as such, so it must be.
were you using Sega Retro or something? Or?
Basically,
Oh, okay, that works too.
But yeah, John St. John, his 4 big roles were Polestill Duke from Polestill 4, Duke Nukem, oh boy, Big the Cat, and E123 Omega.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, again, let me put this into perspective. In between, like, you know, Duke Nukem 3D and Duke Nukem Forever, he had several Sonic roles, all while Duke Nukem Forever was in
Outstanding
development.
career.
Mm-hmm. But yeah,
to be fair, Duke Nukem
Oh my
was a
god, he
big
was
name.
Superman in that Xbox exclusive.
Yes, because I think we mentioned this already a couple of times.
But yeah, Jeff Kramer's most of Jeff Kramer's resume amounts to educational games. Interestingly,
Well, like I said, he has a prominent role for, Sega stuff. Space Shuttle 5, Seaman, Jet Set Radio, Shadow Hedgehog, Shining Force Exa, for example.
Now
It's pretty varied.
Now I'm imagining York doing stuff like, hey Zach, how about we teach the kids how to count?
yes, that is Premonition, the educational game.
Deadly Premonition, learning, what would be a good tagline? Learning,
with York.
Yeah, learning with Zach and York.
You know, the fact that this guy is voiced Omega does make me imagine, how much more of a cakewalk would this game be if York had the assistance of E123 Omega?
Well, Omega would have destroyed all the evidence.
But he would have also destroyed the Raincoat Killer before he took anywhere, probably.
But then we wouldn't know who he was because Omega would have burned him beyond all recognition.
Please stop or I will
Just
shoot.
like it.
Oh crap!
Well, jeez, these zombies sure like to grab a lot.
They're grabbers.
They want to hug, Jonah.
So what's the point of some of them holding weapons if literally all they do is just grab you?
Some of them actually do use
They actually do use them, to be fair.
Wow.
And we
Don't mind
found
us zombies. We're
dry
just
drops of
checking
water.
this stuff out.
That's the final clue. So let's take a look.
Again, I ask if maybe the Raincoat Killer did this recently because we're getting these clues of what he did. That would suggest that it was either recent or, again, we're in a pocket dimension of time that takes place at a certain point in it.
That would be the former, Jova.
Aha, so I was right.
Hashtag,
Alright,
hashtag I was right.
Let's profile.
Now, how did he get in here without getting spotted?
Well, Jova.
I'm pretty sure he can teleport in some kind of fashion.
I can tell you that that's not that too. Well, Jova, Jova, feel free to think about it over, but I'm not going to tell you.
Maybe he's a cop.
So there you go. So yeah, he stole the files.
Wait a minute.
And he, oh my god, he threw a chair to the ground. Oh, now I really hate him.
And that's terrible.
How dare you, chair
Oh my-
thrower.
Oh my god, what if Thomas is
Oh god, there's Mild.
What if Thomas is the raincoat killer?
Oh, it would be expiring if it's Emily.
Well, interesting, because Thomas is missing all of a sudden.
I'll get right to the
So who knows?
It looks like
Oh
someone
god,
else
if it
just
were
bringing
Thomas
food
or
to
Emily,
the
but that's the
table.
thing. I think the only way for this to work. Oh, by the way.
Well, actually,
we're
Emily
just
should
back to
have. Hold on. I love the scene here.
It looks like it had
Listen
been
here.
forced open.
That's impossible. No one could break into there.
No, Emily. There is one person that can access that room at any time.
Oh.
The janitor?
No.
You don't mean Thomas?
It's too early to speculate.
Tom Tom Tom.
Ah, god damn it. The grape agrees with me, so that probably means Thomas isn't gonna be the
Hey,
killer.
Emily, could you get me a coffee?
Since, you know, we're only like...
Hold on. She agrees. Hold on.
Why now?
At a time like this...
Emily, please.
Hey.
This is very
Why
important.
coffee?
Some coffee. And bring some milk.
Remember, Driv, this is he
to
needs.
get his premonition.
Yeah, he needs this
If you want something that'll help you stay awake, get Pepsi.
Ew. Good. Pepsi can be fattening.
Also diabetes.
Well, get Pepsi Max then.
Remember, Driv.
No, that tastes gross.
Remember, coffee is part of his.
It's better than Diet Pepsi.
Coffee is essential to his premonitions.
What the hell is
Anything's better than Diet Pepsi and Diet Coke and Diet anything.
Ladies,
Oh,
you're both beautiful.
Yeah,
Let's just
Joe.
listen.
I've heard of Diet Pepsi, but what the hell is Pepsi Max?
Zero
So-
sugar.
You don't know what Pepsi Max is?
It keeps the taste of Pepsi, but with no sugar.
Oh, listen here. Listen here.
Premonition.
This is amazing. Even the taste of her coffee is thrilling.
Oh.
I'm standing right here.
How can you fuck up coffee?
You know, maybe Emily is the raincoat killer. She didn't kill them with brutal stabbing. She just accidentally killed them with her cooking, so she made it look like gruesome murders instead.
Problem?
Well, actually, I once nearly screwed up a coffee by putting in enough spoonfuls for a flask because I was that tired.
Oh no.
There
Didn't
you go. Hold
realize
on.
what I was doing.
The big fish are biting today. It says on the cup. There you go. Biting at Velvet Falls. Sorry, the big fish are biting at Velvet Falls.
Emily,
So there you go. The New York City says a premonition that we should go to Velvet Falls.
was there. I can feel it.
Oh boy, do I sense a new hub world?
Emily's losing it.
Hold on, George.
Emily, going to a waterfall just might be a good idea.
George is agreeing with York.
Waterfall.
Oh, remember, he already told us that he's going to
Oh
cooperate
no,
with
it's
us.
contagious now.
Even if we find nothing there, I'm sure it will give us some power.
Wow.
Confidence, George.
Did he have an epiphany along with that?
I think he just did.
A fishing rod?
Are you two serious?
Yes, we are, Emily.
A net?
We're going fishing, sure.
So there you go. Let's go to.
Just like
All
Alright,
leaving.
to the Velvet Falls. Let's go fishing, guys.
Might as well bring the grenades at this point.
Wait, so not only are we getting the most disgusting drink known to man, we're also doing the most boring activity known to man.
Well, look at the bright side, Webs. We're gonna fish while Life is Beautiful plays. Life is Beautiful is best fishing theme.
Beautiful.
Alright, everybody. So, in the next part, as the coffee told us, we're going to Velvet Falls to do some fishing. So, see you then.
Can't wait.
See ya.